right. And
45.
he's like,
well, I tell you
listen,
what.
I'm trying to help you out here. So you still get what you need. You still get what you want. You still, think that, I don't want you thinking that I'm out here fucking out or I'm just not down for the cause, but I'm too tired to fuck with you right now. So I'm giving you the option. You either you either hold out for your 45 minutes whenever I can get around to it, or you're going to take this 15.
Shit.
Listen, you're going to take this 15 that I can give you right now with concentrated
15?
effort. Listen,
15?
You're going to take this 15 minutes that I can constantly give you.
You better take this 7 to 11 minutes.
Okay. Listen, he's like, I'll give you 15 and you better take this 15 and run with it and let it last you till, I'll be like, tomorrow? He'd be like, the day after.
Whatever. You better take this 7 to 11 minutes and cuddle until I fall asleep and roll over on your ass.
Right. The whole babe hold me, rub my back.
Yeah, okay. Oh, shit.
You got to decide who gonna be the big spoon and who gonna be the little spoon.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be honest. I prefer to be held.
Welcome to the Love Is Podcast with your host, that thorny chick, Karen KK Rose, and her co-host, the lovable a-hole. That's right. I said lovable, Mr. DK Walker. Where they will be discussing love, relationships, family, life, sex, self-help, and what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. Why? Because love is everything, and everything should be loved. Now to today's podcast.
But outside of that, there's nothing there. And there are people who, are in marriages that, their significant others are severely ill and can't have sex. And they still stick by them.
And cheat.
But I mean, I'm not knocking that point. I mean, depending on how sick.
Knocking it. So you telling me, Maddie, let's start the show and then, we'll do the rigmarole, then we'll get into the meat potatoes.
All righty. Hello, everyone. It's your girl. It's that Thorny Chick, Karen KK Rose, alongside her co-host, the lovable asshole, DK Walker, who I did not know was recording 30 seconds of my life. Try to catch me slipping, Lord. He tried to catch me.
Nah, I ain't gonna. How can I catch? Let me ask you a question. How can I catch you slipping and it's you that, edits the podcast?
It's true. I edit all the bad parts out.
No, you edit all your bad parts out.
I mean, yeah, the filter queen will do what she has to do.
This is terrible. Yet my shit comes to, Lord, it's all right, people. It's all right. It's all right. It's quite all right. What's going on with you, man? What's popping? How's it hanging? How's it swinging?
Listen, I don't know. I ain't got them kind of parts to do all that. I mean,
you do, right?
I mean, yeah, the boobs, no bra, I guess.
Right, about to say, like hanging, swinging,
right,
free falling,
right, free balling. Yeah, say something in there is definitely gonna have an issue with gravity. Nothing much. I gotta get ready to go to work here pretty soon. I know I'm going in on a Saturday and all my supposed weekend off, but the extra money is just that extra and money. I've been actually doing pretty well. Last year around COVID, I kept spending my money, being Amazon at a real close relationship. This year, not so bad. I've only bought things that I really needed. I did buy a few things I wanted. I ain't gonna lie. I bought a couple of new pairs of shoes. But, I'm in the gym so hard, getting summertime fine that, when summertime hit, I'll be ready. I'll be prepared to step out and, be on my bald-headed hoe shit. Hashtag summertime fine.
Okay. Well, don't hurt them, Tina. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. If you feel as though you got to go out here and, have it all going to split in your mini skirt, showing all thigh, no panties on, and that's what you do.
Listen, it hasn't been warm enough to do the Sundress season opener. Do you know what that is?
I don't. I stopped wearing sundresses about 10 years ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
To traumatize an old married man, Lord, should I? All right, Sundress season opener for our listeners who already know what it is. Sundress season opener is that first real good, warm, hot day where you bust the sundress out, but you particularly do not wear anything underneath it. That's sundress. That's how your old men get caught, looking at booties.
Right. Is there anything like Fish Fry Fridays? I'm curious.
What?
Is that anything like Fish Fry Fridays?
Fish Fry Friday is literally that, a fish fry.
Okay, right. I'm just because you so much free fish out. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's only during Lent that it's fish fries around the Midwest. Now, yeah.
In other words, man, do not listen to my doggone co-host if your doggone lady parts. You know what I mean?
Right, ain't kosher.
Has an aquatic scent. Nobody don't need to.
You ain't been waxed. You ain't been shaved. You don't wash regularly. Don't do that. Don't.
Yeah, put some panties on. Keep your legs crossed.
Right. Don't kill all of us in the 90-degree heat that we feel like gonna put us on the as close as we can get to hell. Like Jesus be trying to warn y'all to get y'all souls right, and y'all still be out here outlandish. But outside of not blowing through my credit card and all those fun things, nothing really. Just same old. Okay, everybody's good. Kids are good. Everybody's where they're supposed to be and living in Jesus. Living in his graces.
About to say you living in Jesus?
Living in Jesus. Listen, you can't not be in God now, because if you ain't in God, listen, you're gonna definitely be outside of God, and I'd rather be in God than out.
I didn't know Jesus was a condo. I didn't. I didn't.
Oh, wait. See, I'm not even.
I did not know Jesus was a condo. With high HOA fee.
Okay. And the neighbors that don't pay. But I ain't got a condo.
That's the sinners, and he loves us all, so he understand. Y'all good. Y'all just stay here. I'm gonna get you right.
Mm-hmm. Some of y'all gonna need an arc pretty soon. Keep playing.
Yeah, well, I mean, things happen. Like,
life happens.
Life happens, and we adjust. This is what we do. This is definitely what we do. So everything's good with you?
Yes. What's going on your neck of the woods?
Same old. I mean, nothing like, yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. Yesterday, and I'm gonna go with Tuesday. Like the weather was gorgeous. Like people forgot that we was in the midst of a pandemic. People was out playing sports. Tennis courts was full. Basketball courts was full. There was not a mask to be found. Just a bunch of people with no clothes on. They just went in shorts and tennis shoes. And with women, it was shorts and sports bra and tennis shoes. Like people are so ready to get the hell outside and have good weather.
They was really willing to catch pneumonia.
I don't know the weather's been nice here. Like it was 81 degrees yesterday, right? Yes. Wow. Like, right. It's supposed to be 70 something today. So once, you kick me to as well. Well, that's what you get for staying in Midwest bubble fuck. I don't know why people stay in the Midwest like that. But the part and we got a lot of loyal Midwest listeners, and they gonna feel some type of way. They'll be fine because they can agree with me. Y'all weather sucks because y'all weather can't make up its mind. Like either it's gonna be hot, cold,
bipolar is shit.
Right. So y'all gotta be, special just to want to stay there. Like hot have been gone. Either I'm gonna move someplace where as it's cold or hot, or the seasons recognize, the specific time of year. Like, oh, it's supposed to be cold. Oh, it's supposed to be warm. Oh, it's supposed to be raining. Oh, it's supposed to be hot. Instead, y'all, as you would say, getting all those doggone, seasons in one day. Like, what the fuck? No, y'all.
Listen, it literally is the most bipolar place to live in. The Midwest. Like that one day, it started out as rain. It turned into freezing rain. The sun came out. Then it went to partly cloudy, like in between. I was like, who gonna see 4 different weather patterns in one day? Like who asked for this? Who is playing Jumanji? Who is pissing off Mother Nature? Like, I need y'all to quit.
No, just, it's the Midwest, man.
The Midwest. It's the Midwest.
Just the Midwest. Well, since there's nothing going on with me, right? And there's nothing going on with you. Do you have anything to bless the listeners with? Do you have any bald-headed?
Horse? No, we ain't gonna do bald-headed hoe shit today.
What we got?
We got what the fuck news.
Oh man, I think it's been quite a few episodes.
It's been a minute. I have not, been on my dark web, dark web in the basement with my wife beater. What do you say? In the basement with my wife beater?
Yeah. Doggone scarf on your head, wife beater, no bra, and Budweiser.
Ugh. Ooh, not Budweiser. Child.
Sit there,
I at least
Budweiser,
listen. No,
with
I
a
want
cigarette dangling from your lips.
a cigar, maybe. Yes. Bud Light. No, I'm very high class, sir. I drink Modelo.
How you gonna offend people that drink Budweiser?
I don't like Budweiser. Budweiser. I do not like the taste of Budweiser. I'm very much a Modelo.
Modelo. What the hell?
I love a Modelo any day of the week. More of a Modelo kind of girl. I've switched Bay over to it. I forgot I think he was drinking Bud Light, Budweiser when I met him, and then I was like, I can't drink these. And he's like, why? I was like, if I put you on, then you can never say I didn't teach you anything. And now that's all he drinks is Modelo's. He'll be out somewhere. He'll be like, I ordered, all I had was Modelo. I'm like, when did you even become this hip? I said, see, this is the fallacy of relationships. When you're in new relationships and you all in love and shit, you start showing them all these little great things. But then the thing is, should you break up? Should y'all go your separate ways? Then I got to know that you out there showing somebody else my shit. It's not cool. It's not.
So you telling me, and I pray it doesn't happen if you. So what he's gonna take away from you is, a different brand
all the great
of beer.
spots to eat, a great beer. Yeah, like listen.
So you're scared that he's going to show another female a different brand of beer? This is your biggest fear?
No, it's not my biggest fear. Listen, we had this conversation. We went somewhere for dinner, and I said, you don't need, it was one of those, hey babe, pick where you want to go to dinner, we'll go. And I said, okay. So I said, listen, I said, if I take you here, I said, you have to be very mindful of this situation. And he said, what? And so that week in particular, everybody kept saying, if you guys break up. And he hates to say that because he's like, you don't put any negativity out there in front of, what you've prayed for and things like that. He said, if y'all go say something, be like, let me be mindful of what I prayed for. So I said to him, I said, listen, I said, since everybody's in that if bag, I said, if we break up, you can't bring nobody here. I said, because there are certain spots that are just mine. I don't take anybody really here because this situation is that I've been in a relationship before. I take them to my spot. Then I got to see what you do, chick. And then internally, outwardly, I'm laughing. And internally, I don't care. But then it looks bad because I'm up there judging you from across the room.
Petty.
PhD in petty. PhD. Listen, there are places now I'm still debating about. He's like, oh, I thought you wanted to go somewhere. And I'm like, I'm still, I'm trying to heal from my pettiness. I really do.
Petty. I'm so confused. Like, I guess men, because I'm old. Yeah, we don't. Right. But the only thing is, we know if we out, and if we out, whoever you out with, she just got to be better than what you was like. If you're smart, and not all guys don't be on this. All guys just some guys be taking mud buckets. You can't take your mud bucket back to.
And that's why I be across the room hollering like, "Oh, this is."
How you gonna be out with the mud bucket, Slim?
In
Slim,
daylight.
you out with the mud bucket. You supposed to like I'm trying to tell you. You supposed
in daylight.
How you? No.
You brought her to the spot though.
Right.
Like that's the audacity. That's why y'all gotta have big wallets and big pockets to carry around the audacity.
Nah, you got to be, to carry around the foolishness because you was a fool. You got to leave that, and that's a two-way street, right? So females, like if you and then you and your man used to do a couple of things together, and you got somebody, right? And you think like for whatever reason and then he got to be better than your ex visually, because if not, he looking like he don't even feel no type of way. Because usually a dude will hit you back on a late night, just because, especially if you had some good, right? He gonna hit you back and see if he can get back. But if he see you something that he believes that's less than you, you can forget about the callback. Like, what? You ain't even fucking up. You fucking down. I am not gonna call you back. You slumming. And the same thing with a female.
Slumming, Lord.
You slumming. Like if a female see you with a mud duck, and I'm so wrong because I'm like, what is mud duck?
You don't know what a mud duck is. Jesus, get off the podcast. This is not the podcast for you. Get off today. Come back next week. Come back next week.
Right.
Come back next week. Not today. Not today. Say not today.
I don't even think that and you can Google this, right? Let me know. I don't even think mud duck is in the Urban Dictionary. I don't think that's just all urban. Like, yeah, that's beyond the Urban Dictionary, right? But if Slim, my dudes, my guys in them, G's in them, like my man's in them, right? If you're out and about on a beautiful day with a mud duck and you taking her all around to all the spots that you and your ex used to frequent, and in hopes, right? in hopes of seeing your ex. Now, it's cool if you're taking out because you're hungry and they serve really good food there, and then it's coincidental.
It's in the Urban Dictionary.
Right. What's the definition?
Oh, man, of course you would ask me after I just wanted to see if it was in there.
Go back.
Adjective, adjective to describe an ugly female. Mud is for the makeup caked on, and the duck is because she is no swan.
I rest my case, man. I promise you.
Dictionary for the win.
Man. So if you out and about, with the mud duck, and you just did because the food is good, and it's a coincidence that the ex popping is, and then you're gonna feel a certain type of way because you're gonna look at her, and then she gonna look at her, and look at you, be like, oh, what did I see in you, right? But if you're literally out with the mud duck, trying to show the mud duck off in all the spots, hoping that you bump into the ex like you really didn't came up.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way. Oh, no, you what? You what?
Just
did right.
No,
listen, we gonna play. What's our theme song? Jasmine Sullivan. Come pick up your feelings, please. While I'm still cleaning, come get this, because if you don't, it's gonna be a waiting to exhale moment.
Nah, see, there you go. I can't co-sign that because why would you have a waiting to exhale moment and you won? Because what happens is he thinks that he did better, right? And only way that hear me out. The only way that he can confirm that he did better with the mud duck versus you is your actions. So if you see them together and then you give her the once over, and then if you say to yourself, she ain't all that cute, that means she look better than you because she ain't all that cute.
Yeah.
Right. That means she's better. And then he'll look at you, and then your body language, and as much as you're going to struggle against it, is going to confirm that he's fucking up, at least physically. Right. And then now you gotta go find yourself something that's better than him. And that's the stupid games that you youngins play. Right. But if you see them and then you gotta stifle a laugh. If you gotta, and then okay. So I'm hoping helping some guy out, right? Look, so if your ex sees you, and then your ex got to stifle a laugh, and then she makes it her business to come up and to introduce. Like, okay, a female is not gonna come introduce herself.
You ain't got to introduce. Just walk by and be like, "Hi."
No. No, she want to come put it in your face so you can do the comparison. Because you gonna look at your ex, gonna look at your mud duck. You look at your ex, gonna look at your mud duck. And you can be like, I fucked up. Yes, you fucked up, right? But what I'm telling you, but one thing, if your new boo is better than your ex, she don't want no introduction. Because if she get one, she's gonna be petty, and that's gonna confirm that he did better than the ex. Like I helped somebody out because the weather about to be nice, right? Like, and everybody was creeping during Corona with no mask, or they had holes in the mask. We'll talk about that later, right? And then they want to get out, and then they want to hit the spots. They want to hit the spots with the under. You're like, oh no, you leave her. See, some people are meant to be, takeout only, right? So some dates are just takeout only. Or just order in.
Listen, whoever y'all was creeping with in Corona, I need to see this. I need to see this when the protocols get lifted, where I can still wear the mask out. But I want to see who you was creeping with. Oh, I want to see this.
Yeah, man.
My bald-headed hoe shit.
I'm telling you come through with the mud duck like you killing the game, and she looking at you. She's smiling. Hey, girl, how you? Hey, and then she's going to be extra messy, right? Because she gonna hold a conversation about nothing. Oh, we used to, and then she can say, yeah, we used to be friends, and she ain't gonna feel no type of way. Matter of fact, that shit is almost better than great sex to a doggone female to know that you out with a mud duck, and this is what you
stroked. And
right.
As soon as we hit the car, we gonna hit the group chat. We go three-way everybody, yo. You would never guess who I just seen. Who? Oh, big head. Where was he at? At the spot. Who was he with?
Jesus. So, fellas, see that laugh? That's the laugh, right?
Woo, that's the laugh. And they go on for a minute. And when we start, they start. When they start, now listen, this is when you know you got good girlfriends. One of them will pull up to the spot. They were like, hold on, I got to go see this for myself. They will go pull up and be like, wait a minute.
They just been know. They just been messed
in the world of FaceTime, listen, they go FaceTime somebody and be like, look at this here. Look. Listen, iPhone FaceTime has made us very petty in this dating life.
Fact. So all my guys out there, man, like, look, just do yourself a favor. Don't take the mud duck to the spots. Go by yourself, right?
Right. Find your own spots where mud ducks are.
No.
No.
Damn that. Because
damn that.
Because y'all don't own no spots. Especially if the food is good, right? Damn what you're talking about. I promise you, I'll go eat in like, I'm married now, but and my in-laws don't have a spot. But if my ex in-laws had a spot and the food was off the chain, I'm still going. And then my ex could be behind the counter, sir. Like, what? Hey, how's it going?
Like, y'all know my order. You gotta go. Like, you gotta see, but you're smart. You go by yourself. You ain't bring the mud duck.
No. Of course, I'm not gonna bring, but I would bring. Of course, the wife's not a mud. I would bring the wife.
Right, not now.
Right. But I'm saying that for me because I'm just that dumb. But what I'm saying is nobody owns a spot to eat. If the food is good, I don't care what my situation. I'm still going. Now, I do have the choice on whom I'm bringing with me. Right. Mm-hmm. So I'm not bringing, if I know that my current is not better than my ex, I'm not doing that. Because even if my ex is not there, somebody that we know, somebody that we usually speak to, they're going to be like, oh, you took a step down. You fucking down. Right. And I'm not going, you don't do that. Right. But I've been long removed out of the game. So hopefully, my quick education on mug duckism 101 can help somebody out,
Help them. Help them because they need it. So listen, I'm intrigued to see what the summer bring out because everybody's been in hiding, everybody's been on quarantine.
People gonna be naked. I ain't gonna lie. People gonna come out. It's gonna be the hottest, nudist summer ever.
Everybody gonna be on bald-headed hoe shit. Everybody gonna be on their bald-headed hoe shit.
It's gonna be so many. It's gonna be, and I'm not making light of this, but for all the people that we got lost was lost due to COVID, right? I promise you, once the summer hit, like it's gonna be double that. Like that, it's gonna be so much fucking and baby making during the summertime. Come the winter, like I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, they're gonna be a lot of Corona babies,
Corona kids.
Yeah, they're gonna have real interesting names too.
Yeah, little Coco, little Vietnam.
Listen, nicknames Lime and Salt.
But don't y'all make no babies, no mud duck. The world is ugly enough. We don't need no more ugly people in the world today, And I'm not judging nobody. I'm just having fun. Cause somebody can be like, you don't even got the audacity. You're right. As long as my wife lied to me and think that I'm cute, that's all that matters. Just keep lying to me, right? Tell me I'm extra cute on payday. I'm all right with the lie. I'm not necessarily judging anybody. I'm just having fun. But my guys, like say no to, skeeting off in the mud duck. We don't want to further populate the earth with ugly people, right? Yeah. So don't
listen.
Do that.
I'm moving on to what the fuck news that we went down this whole rabbit hole of mud ducks.
And matter of fact, that's the name of the podcast, by the way.
Mud ducks.
Mud ducks.
Quack quack. All right, 3 kinky sex positions that you must try in 2021. Now, I did not write this article, so don't y'all come after me because you can't get in the position or you get stuck in the position. These are not. Listen. I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Listen,
now,
Linda. Listen,
Linda.
Listen, Linda. My wife showed me that video. I died laughing because my bad. I'm gonna let you get to your joint, right? Because my daughter's always telling and she'll tell Nikki like you. Linda, listen, Linda. Right. And I'm like, where'd she get that from? Right. And then she showed me the video. That little dude, he going to be a lawyer. He like, I'm not hearing nothing you saying, Mom. Everything is like, no, Linda. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Right. Because he is the quintessential grandkid. The whole reason they got into an argument was he wanted a cupcake. And he would go get it. And she called him. And he said to her, he basically told his mom, listen, woman, you don't run shit. Grandma does.
Right.
That's the whole premise of the conversation. I said that little boy has figured out life already.
Right. Like, what? No, Grandma said I could have one. So what you talking about ain't about nothing. And then the mother tried to draw the line. And he was like, Linda.
He's like, listen, I'm about to go tell your mama on you. Quit talking to me. At the age of you're 3 and you're addressing your mother by her first name already.
Linda.
The disrespect is at an all-time At least
Linda.
Guy ain't got the same swag. He be like, I'm calling Gigi. Like he has no qualms about telling his mom. Like, I'm telling Gigi, I'm calling Siri, call Gigi right now. Like, he'll snitch on her in a heartbeat. But
Ain't done nothing wrong.
but he got enough sense to still call her mom. He ain't called her by her first name.
He ain't done nothing wrong.
Oh, God.
Mom, listen, mom, listen.
Yeah, that's exactly how he is. Mom, mommy, mom. And then she's like, what, Landon? And she's like, and then he'll be like, I'm calling Gigi. She'll be like, call her, I don't care. He'd be like, okay.
Don't call my bluff.
Right. He's not.
Bluff.
He's not the one, because he definitely will call me. I'm like, what happened? He'd be like, Mom. I'm like, what'd she do to you? And then he tells me. I'm like, put her on the phone. Listen, he gonna be the next. Listen, Linda. So let's see. These post-corona get your freak on positions. All right. So, because you definitely might need to be quarantined, vaccinated, all these fun things. So the first one is called the Lotus.
What? See? What the?
Listen, it's very Wale.
Watch him off. Because he out there slow.
Listen. Okay, so of course I can't give you the position without giving you the position. So to get into position, have your partner sit on the bed, chair, or couch with their legs crossed in the shape of a pretzel. See, y'all can't blame me for things y'all can't do. This is not. Really?
That's not even an old person sex position, right? Stop reading, because I'm old. This does not benefit me.
Listen, so, we'll find a modified one. And listen, your wife works for Pure Bromance. She can tell you the modifications. Okay, so at this point, it's called the half lotus. Oh, Jesus. So one of y'all being in a pretzel ain't even the full thing. Oh, Lord. At this point, it's a half.
You can't even get enough. I'm sorry. I'm going to let you continue. Hush. But you can't even get enough leverage for the stroke, especially if you're short. And I ain't talking about height.
Hold on, shut up, stupid. I can't with you. At this point, it's called the half lotus, but once you join in, it becomes the real deal. Okay, so now here's your partner. Oh, God. Sit on top of your partner and wrap your legs around them as if they were a tree trunk. Then instead, hold on, of bouncing up and down, hush up. Instead of bouncing up and down like she riding, you move your hips back and forth in a rocking position. See, there you go. Y'all should be able to do that one.
We're both rubbing stomachs. All you need
Why do I smell bacon?
Right. Frying up some shit. You literally slapping bacon. Literally. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, y'all,
I can't do these with you.
Who? I'm trying to figure out who just like, okay, whoever wrote that shit, you got too much free time on your hands, right? Let's stick to the basics, right? Let's stick to missionary and doggy style. If you really want to get freaky, lay on your side, hold your leg up, right? And then hold your stomach in. So it don't work if she got too much ass and you got too much stomach. That means all you got is a head from the back. That's all you got. And you ain't killing nothing. And when she fake, she don't want to hurt your feelings. Fuck out of here with all this shitting me. I'm old. I got a stomach. And my dick hanging high. The fuck? Like, y'all kill me. Like, y'all got too much. Like, you got to put a caveat. Okay, the next time you get to reading some shit like this, it should be called young people that has no stomach that's hung low. Right? Fuck. You swear you doing something. Let me try something new, babe. She's looking at you. You know you're not in right. You know you on my side, right?
Listen, ain't in, ain't close to in. Can't get out of position to put it in.
Don't you on my thigh. Shit, I'm done. It wasn't good for you like it was for me. I could have swore I was in. I left something there to tell you that I was done. A little puddle. Wipe the puddle off your thigh. I'm done. Wipe the puddle off.
As you try to push, listen, it's some guy trying to push her off. Like, listen, I'm over this.
Exactly. You get your new go, and then he get really bold. Like, go get your boyfriend for this shit. I'm not the one. Like, go get your boyfriend. The young one, yeah.
It's hot. I don't like it. Move. He just gonna push you off.
Exactly. You get your silly ass off me. I don't even want to have sex no more. You insulted me in the length of my
Grab covers real demanding and just roll over and like they feelings hurt.
Go
Oh God!
downstairs and
Okay, this
grab the
was
remote
called.
control.
This was,
Yeah,
I've
you
never-
mess up a guy's psyche so bad he don't even want to watch porn. Like, nah, I ain't even gonna watch porn. She fucked me up so bad. I don't even
listen,
want to.
Pornhub gonna buffer anyway. You'll be all right. Go to sleep.
Nah,
All right, this
just
one's
say,
called. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right,
I'm
this
just
one's
mad because my
called-
stomach I ain't even tried this shit and my stomach already in the way. And I'm hungry. The fuck?
This is called The Edge of Heaven. Somebody gonna go see something.
See, I don't even read that. That's just blasphemous. What, the edge of heaven? What?
Oh God, I'm going to anyway. This one, oh Lord, oh Jesus.
See,
This right
exactly.
here. This is the first sentence throws you off. This technique is an adventurous spin on a woman, on the top sex position. All right, anytime you put adventurous in with a sex position, that go lead to an ER visit. I just want y'all to be very clear. Again, I did not write this article. I just found the article. Don't come for me. All right. Straddle your partner while they're sitting upright in a chair or on a couch, leaning on your knees with your toes pointed at the edge. Then take charge by bouncing up and down for deep penetration. The move is great if you want extra attention in other body parts. Like clitoral
I might can do this one.
stimulation.
I might can fake this one. I might got.
The man doesn't have to do anything. He just sits there.
And how is she positioned though? How is she?
She straddles the chair. Well, she straddles you.
You reverse? Oh, she's straddling. Okay.
Straddle your partner while they're sitting upright in a chair or on the couch, leaning your knees in with your toes pointed at the edge.
No, I'm good. Once again, the knees with her knees up, that means her knees is against my stomach, which takes away the inches.
No, it's on the sides.
With the knees, okay. Yeah, that might, but only okay. Yeah, she won't
Now,
get the
here's
full.
the fallacy. Here's the fallacy. Now, if you do not have legs down your knees, this is not the move for you. Or
So
if the chair is not sturdy, don't do it. The couch is probably cool because you definitely can grab the back or the side to stop yourself from falling. But you ain't gonna last too long if your knees ain't. Yeah.
This is my thing, man. Don't. Anyway, I'm gonna let you read the third one because this.
All right. The last one
young.
requires no real work for anybody. It is the age-old toy that, everybody probably has not tried but needs to. It's called Bluetooth controlled bliss.
Yes, I want to do that so bad. I promise.
With millions of couples apart, or those of us who are single, and struggling for intimacy in lockdown, this is where virtual sex comes into play. There's a no-brainer why sex toys have skyrocketed in the recent year, as they are perfect for blowing off steam. The article, her lady that wrote his name's Gigi. Gigi recommends buying a Bluetooth controlled toy to allow your partner virtual control over sex play. So this can be, there are now vibrators that have, that can be synced to your Bluetooth, that can be set to a speed of a song. There is the remote control panties. There are a lot of options out there.
Have you tried this yet?
I'm going to plead the fifth.
So hold up. Either you did or you didn't.
We have not. Have I bought it? Yes. Have we done it? No.
So what you waiting on?
Date night.
The fuck is a date? Like, go to work and then have them.
Hell and no. No. Because listen, we both work really high power jobs and we're really frustrated. Listen, them panties will end up in a trash can. Listen, I will call him up to the job and ram them down his throat because he's frustrated. I'm frustrated. You trying to kill me. Because the thing is this, yes, he gets off on knowing that he's, literally had me in a corner, sounding like a seizure patient.
See, that's if you're going to do it, you got to do it. What makes it even better, right, is not the conventionality of the time that you would hit the boy, right? What makes it better is you being unconventional. Like, okay, rock the joint to church.
Listen, don't give him no ideas. Don't give him no fucking ideas.
Okay, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm joking, people. Because in my mind, I just.
But can you imagine me having him on at work, and here I am chasing behind a squad, and the next thing you know, I've dropped to my knees in the middle of the hall.
That would be so funny because you gotta like use it.
You gotta play that shit off.
Right. And how do you do that?
Listen, I'm going to say my legs, listen, because everybody knows I'm back in the gym, be like, my knees just gave out. My legs hurt so bad.
I hear you talking. I promise you. I just be, you be there for like you supposed to go to work today for 4 hours. I'll be at your job right now for all 4 hours.
See? Right. 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 And the other thing is you got to pray that you don't piss them off that day, because then they really just go hit the button as high as they can hit it just for the sake of doing it. See?
Right. And that's how you use that toy. Not, that would bring the spice or the grocery store. Sheesh. I got even one better. The in-laws' house.
Oh yeah. Now see, I'm down for that one. Now that one.
See, you nasty. You nasty. You just translucent, nasty, terrible combination. Like, but for people that don't feel comfortable around his parents, and he brings you and you got it on, and then he hit it while you having a conversation with his mother. Yes.
Well, listen, I'm down for the cause. I like that one. I hope he does listen to this one, and that's his. Go ahead, do it. Now the downside is my family is the one that has all the get together, so I would literally be up Schitt's Creek. Literally up Schitt's Creek.
I don't know, man. That sounds like something to do. Like, that really sounds.
Because can you imagine me having to talk to my dad and then
look, and this is the key, right? You know you got it on, so you're trying to anticipate when the first one. I promise you, I would just wait. As much as I want to, I would just wait. And I would lull you into a false sense of security. Right? I definitely let you get a couple of beers and then the security goes until you pretty much forgot. And then I'd hit you. Why are you drinking a beer?
Nope. He would wait till I'm talking to my dad and then be like, you know what? She done had all this mouth. She done got on my motherfucking nerves. I got something for her. Boom.
Man, that'd be too funny. Too funny indeed. I like the last one because it has nothing to do with, length, stomach size, and bacon fat.
So I can't stand you. I really can't. This is why I stopped really doing what the fuck do, because it goes so far left. You can't. Oh God, you can't. I can't with you.
What? Because I'm honest?
Listen, it's your version of honest. I'll put it that way. It's not, you can't speak for everybody.
Right. Allow me to put on my Steve Harvey hat, and I'm speaking for all men with a gut, and because they have a gut, you know what I mean? Less than an inch or 2 or 3. He hung high.
So. Sweet Jesus, mother of God. I can't. So listen, since we're talking about sex positions and sex, riddle me this. Sex does not strengthen a connection. Sex only strengthens an attachment. It is a deep and genuine connection that will strengthen the sex.
I agree. But here's the flip side of that. When the sex is good, irregardless of the love attachment, the emotional attachment, like when that sex is just, when you got a person that you don't have to tell what to do, but they're so in tune with you, that's a connection all unto itself, right? I don't know if you ever had that type of sex when you didn't have to say a word and they touched you, they said the right things, they pulled your hair at the right times, they smacked you on your ass at the right times, they waited till you got the shower, they said no words, and next thing you know, they was in you. You was like, how does he know? Like that's a whole nother language right there, right? I promise you. So that to me, like, so people, I understand good sex in a great relationship, you're looking at happily ever after, right? But when people stay together because of great sex, and the relationship sucks ass, and the only thing they got in common is the good sex, right? That's the only thing they got in common. Like, I can't stand his ass, but you always fucking, and that's the only time that you get along is when you're naked.
Right.
It's the only time.
But that necessarily isn't a connection. That is the attachment.
Why isn't that a connection? It's a connection based in lust, right? So we never define, or we're not, or I'm not. Let me be, for me, I'm not defining what that connection is. We want to put everything on the emotional. Sometimes that physical connection, whether you call it the connection or the attachment, is just as strong, if not stronger. There's so many females to this day right now, and dudes too, not dudes too, but as far as females is, dumb off dick or drunk off the dick, right?
Dickmatized.
Yeah. They stuck. You got so many dudes that's whipped. They can't even stand her guts. He knows she cheating. She cheating with his best friend. He don't care. I can't shake her. I bet you can't shake her. And she know you can't shake her. Cause I know exactly what I need to do and how I'm going to do it and vice versa. Right. And that actually can, if you're not careful, that's actually stronger than the sex that facilitates the emotional connection. Because like when you actually is a person is tapped into you, pun intended, that deep, definitely pun intended, that it's hard to get them, it's hard to unearth them out of, that deep in lust, you know what I mean? It's super hard, right? At least I believe so.
So we're talking about a situationship in this case.
I mean, it don't even got it could be, right? But the thing is, like, don't get me wrong, when you're in a loving relationship, right? And everything's connecting and then the sex is good, that just makes everything like that's the Sunday, right? That's the Sunday with all the works, banana split with all the works, you know what I mean? However you want, whatever it is, just with all the works. But speaking personally, I've been in a couple of relationships, or fuckships, situationships, whatever you want to call them, that there was nothing relational besides having relations. That's the only thing that we had in common was having relations. Because like I wasn't on the same vibe, was on the same time, but she understood my needs to a point where no words had to be uttered. And so when I was in the mood, of course, I'm going to seek out the person that gets me the most in that aspect. And a relationship be damned. Nurturing my heart be damned. Nurturing my emotions be damned. Like you talking to the freak in me, and I want you to talk to the freak in me as long as you want to hold a conversation.
Interesting. For me, I think it depends on how you view sex. Because I think of it in the sense of like couples who significant others are very sick. Like, they have cancer, they've had COVID, they're in rehab facilities, they have, Alzheimer's. So to the point where you're not basically having sex, does that diminish your connection? Does that diminish your love for them? No. So sex to a certain degree is a great aspect of a relationship because it fulfills, for me as a creative, it fulfills my mental as well as my physical. But if I don't have it, am I going to go crazy? Am I going to go, well, I could, but depending on how long I have to go without. But
thank you for being honest. Like I was waiting for that bullshit to jump out your mouth. Like, what?
Yeah, it depends on how long I have to go without. My significant other will co-sign. Depending on how long I have to go without, or, certain parameters, yeah, I will go kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But
and that shows
will I go without it? If I go without, am I going to die? Am I going to, morph into something else? No.
You saying that because I'm assuming that you're getting some on some type of regular basis, right? So, yeah, because it's important. Let's not act like a study died of in your case, dick, and in study died, in my case, a study died of motherfucking pussy. Let's not act like these things are important because they are. Right? They are uber important. And once you start to act like it's not, then you're creating, other things. A lot of people emotionally eat because they're not being satisfied physically.
Right.
That's just facts. So you can't be like, oh, but we're in such a connection in so many ways. But no, you need to be connecting physically. And then you have to be, in your words, have that. And I told you not to say it no more. You have to have those tough conversations about what rocks your boat. And then that spills over into, can I trust you to tell you my deepest, darkest, fantasies, moods, whatever, like what gets me off, what puts me in that space. Right. So it's so many components that, that puts a person or helps a person to get into that space. But the number one component is trust. Can I trust you? I'm going to give you all of me and then without judgment. And then once I can do that, and then we all off to doing whatever we're doing, then that's all fine and dandy. But like I said earlier, if you can get a doggone person that you never had that conversation with, they can just pick up on your vibe and know what you're into, man, please. I mean, the old me, because I'm into the love now, right? I'm old now. I need somebody to take care of me. But the old me has passed up many of great relationships based on, and I say great relationships based on a very good fuckship. And did it without blinking or having no regrets or no remorse.
And it has, you have to have those conversations in the beginning, because like what is necessary for me to be happy and what's necessary for you to be happy are two different things. Me personally, as a Thorny Chick, I'll put all her business out. I need sex at least 5 times a week, at least. And sometimes I can double up. So it makes it very, if you have somebody who matches your energy, it's great. When you have somebody who needs it maybe 3 times and only wants it one, it's that, again, I always go back to the Harlem Nights moment where he's like, listen, I'm always the one negotiating. Like, listen, 45 minutes. He like, I give you 15 minutes. You better get what you get. You go to bed. And I'll reconsider the double back in the morning, or I'll get you back when I get home. I'm like, no. Clearly you didn't hear what I said the first time, because what I said was,
what you said was, you asked me shit I can't.
Right. And
45.
he's like,
well, I tell you what,
I'm trying to help you out here, so you still get what you need. You still get what you want. You still, think that, I don't want you thinking that I'm out here fucking up, or I'm just not down for the cause, but I'm too tired to fuck with you right now. So I'm giving you the option. You either you either hold out for your 45 minutes, whenever I can get around to it, or you're going to take this 15.
Shit.
Listen, you're going to take this 15 that I can give you right now with concentrated
15?
effort. Listen,
15?
You gonna take this 15 minutes that
you better take this 11. You better take this 7 to 11 minutes.
Okay. Listen, he's like, I'll give you 15 and you better take this 15 and run with it and let it last you till, I'll be like, tomorrow. He'd be like, the day after.
Whatever. You better take this 7 to 11 minutes and cuddle until I fall asleep and roll over on your ass.
Right. The whole babe hold me, rub my back.
Yeah, okay. Oh, shit.
You got to decide who gonna be the big spoon, who gonna be the little spoon.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be honest. I prefer to be held. I sleep better. I sleep better with titties in my back.
You sound like him.
I sleep better with titties in my back. I don't know about other guys. Like, let me hold you. Like, no, it's my bad shit.
It's funny that you say that, because my girlfriend did ask me. She was like, she's like, does Bae have to, hold a certain body part? And I was like, no, not that one. I said, but I tell you what, if I don't get in bed, put my titties in his back and throw my thigh over him, he gonna think I'm upset with him. He thinks something is wrong. And then I said, dude, if it goes on for a while, like if I get in bed and, it's just me, trying to get comfortable and figure out what I'm doing, or if I'm reading or something like that, he'll leave me alone. But if I get in bed and I've been in bed for a good hour and I ain't done it, he gonna reach back and put my leg over him. Be like, I don't know what this heifer thought she was doing. Like, how she think we gonna sleep like this? And I'm like, who you mean we? No, you can't sleep without me touching you. I can sleep on my side of the bed perfectly fine. But I said he'll put my thigh up there, and then if I move it, then he'll wake up and he'll be like, we got a problem? I'm like, no, I'm just hot and you hot. So stay on your hot side of the bed. You just gonna have to suffer. Oh, okay. Today you chose violence, I see.
Wow, cowboy shit.
I'm telling you.
As you were saying, go ahead.
But the thing about, it's all about the conversation that you have about sex. Everybody's sex needs are different. And I think those are not conversations. And your sex needs change as you obviously grow older.
Facts.
They say you hit your sex prime. What is it at, like
women.
40? Yeah, women hit it, at 40. So, supposedly everybody's like, oh, you only got so many more good years. I think that's a lie from the pit of hell. I think I will always be a horny toad to the day I die, but that's just my business. But as my needs change, you have to be honest about that too, and then we equally, especially as women, because like we hit our prime at a certain time, y'all hit it, I think, earlier than we do. You have to be
we hit it at, when puberty begins, and then we lose it at 30. Yeah,
right. And then all of a sudden we hit our sex prime at 40. So now we ready to do all the acrobatics and all that shit we didn't do in our 20s. And then y'all like, listen, here is the Harlem Nights conversation. You got
listen, Linda. Listen,
that's when you gotta listen. That's when you gotta get creative, start putting shit in his food, and change his diet.
I don't even with the enhancement. You still okay. So you have a body part that's more than willing to perform because you've enhanced it, right? Read between the lines. Papa Bill, why don't you look? But the body itself still is attached to the enhancement, and the knees ain't what they used to be. The back ain't what it used to be. The force in which one uses to it, none of that is shot. You done.
And listen, no, I just need the enhancement to work. That's the thing. If you are at the point where, she's in her prime, I just need the enhancement to work. I'll do the rest. Listen, my knees are still good. My back is still good. I can get it taken care of. And then we know for sure that I'm done, that I'm happy.
So it's all about you.
I mean, that's typically sex. That's typically sex. That's typically sex.
You mean?
That's sex in a nutshell. Is that everybody wants to nut. I mean, somebody gonna get it, somebody ain't. So, I mean, but a loving, considerate partner is gonna make sure. And, I guess.
Exactly. I don't care what you gotta do. Off. Right. You better take out the garbage.
Take out the garbage. Hell.
That's what I call it. You got to take out the garbage. You just can't keep letting the garbage, you just build up.
The goal,
you got to take the garbage.
The goal is for both of us to get off. So listen, I'm very Prince. I'm very Prince. Get off.
Yeah.
And I'm very, listen, and I'm still trying to do, 22 positions in a one night stand.
I think it was 23 in a one night.
Right. Listen, I'm still trying to do 23 positions in one night. Like, we both ain't got jobs and, got to go to work and we ain't got kids to micromanage. Like, I really be on that life.
Facts. Ooh, pardon me for yawning. My bad. I get up at the crack of dawning, right? But, bringing this back full circle, I do apologize. I get up at the crack of dawning. Who's this yawning? Wipe the coat from my see this page of me and wise man pop from the barbershop. I'm sorry. Anyway, Biggie jumped out of me. But bring this back full circle. I think that sex definitely enhances either way. It enhances a good relationship into a great relationship, or it enhances a good fuckship into a great fuckship. Sex is just that powerful, and we have to be, we have to recognize, it for what it is. So you can't be younger. It didn't matter when I was younger. Let me be specific about me. When I was younger, I'd be willy-nilly with anybody that was willing to be willy-nilly with, right? But as you get older, you have to understand the power of sex, right? Because, I don't know if you believe in, transferring of spirits and all that, this, that, and the third, or the even if you don't believe the spirits, you definitely got to believe the energy. Right. So if you're banging a person, their energy is off and, y'all and you feel as why you're off, because you're having sex with a person that's energy is not, conducive to yours. You got to be really careful with that. At least that's what I believe. Right. Now, when I was younger, I don't give a damn what type of vibe. As long as your vibe was doggone wet. as long as your vibe was lubricated, what are we talking about? But as you get older, you really don't, let me be specific, as I've gotten older, I don't put those factors into, it got to mean something. I know that sounds strange coming from me, an admitted struggling sex addict, but the act has to mean something to me with whom I'm doing it with.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, I think when you're young, you just are worried about the quantity of sex, not the quality of sex. Like, you just humping to be humping.
The drive is crazy.
Your hormones are retarded. Your hormones ain't got no sense.
Your hormones is on steroids. Your hormones is on. Right. Your hormones is on. You can't even see straight. Your only goal is to conquer.
God help you after that first piece. Ooh, I don't care, male or female. Once you get through that first round, listen, it's the Olympics thereafter.
Facts.
Because you trying to listen, you a novice. You listen here. Once you get that first one off, for women, it's horrible. It doesn't have to be horrible, but it's typically a horrible experience because it hurts like hell. But once you get that first one off, you're done through the bleeding. You're done feeling sore. Shit, you try to figure out everything, and you will run through everything. But I think as you
everybody,
right?
Yeah, you women will run through everybody trying to climb Mount Dickmore again. I mean, just keep it a buck.
We'll keep it a buck. But I think as you get older and you understand, like you said, the power of sex, you understand that there's more than just sexually transmitted diseases. There's spiritually transmitted diseases, and as you take on the essence of somebody else, you take on, their... As
you engage sexually, you take on their essence.
Yeah, yeah. Right, and it's not always... just because you want to fuck don't mean you wanted their shit. You don't want what makes up them. And that's the reason why you have to, as you get older, because everybody can go through hoe phase. I think if you don't go through hoe phase, then you end up just being a hoe your whole life because you just don't figure it out.
Right, but then that's dangerous. To be honest, I don't want to. I don't want nobody to. Right. And this is the reason why is because it's such a great feeling. Me personally, I didn't want that phase to end. like I did not, like, because the feeling was so good. And then the people that you're currently engaging with, they get you so well. Like I tell you, there's nothing more beautiful, for a person to get you in the words of spoken, like the touch, the look, the feel, the trying things, like, and then you're doing all that with no judgment involved. Like what we talking about? So, but that becomes dangerous because now it's all style, no substance, right? Because there's no feeling, there's no love. It's just all style, no substance. And then what happens is that's what you start to look for. All style, no substance. And so you missed out on so many dynamic and beautiful, I missed out on so many dynamic and beautiful relationships with women because I'm looking for style first, substance be damned, right? And they had so much more to offer, but I'm only after one thing, right? So like, you just got to be careful. You got to be honest. And then you got to get a control on the lower you. You really have to, and you got to get control on because if you don't, it will ruin, and first of all, it will run and then ruin your life. So you got to be very, very mindful of the energy that you're putting towards always having to have that need met. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not a robot, so you do have to have your needs met, right? But it can't be the begin all and end all of you every day. And I'm speaking from experience. Like you wake up, oh, we got to get it. Go to sleep before I got to get one off before I go to sleep. And it just can't be, it can't be that way, because if it starts to be that way, it bleeds over to other areas of your life. And once it starts to bleed over and whatnot, it takes on a life form of its own. And next thing you know, you look up and you 90 and you still in whole phase.
Right. There's definitely a responsibility in sex and in relationships. Should you go through whole phase? Absolutely. You get all you're gonna get out of it. But
be careful doing so.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. You gotta be conscientious of what you're doing and whom you're doing it with. Right. But is whole phase necessary? Absolutely, because and I think the earlier you can get whole phase out of your system, like, for me, whole phase was like college, of 18 to I was like 20 something. Whole phase. Whole phase.
Well, you just 31, 32, 18 to 33. Okay.
Stop it. A whole 34? Whole phase. And then I got to the place where I was like, I wanted to be somebody's wife, and I wanted to be, in a relationship and things like that. So then I had to become responsible about, whole phase, and responsible about my sex.
But then you run the risk. Depends on the longevity of that whole phase, right? Because like I said, that especially because the act, especially if you get you
can prematurely end it.
Right. And then you're frustrated. Then you're frustrated.
You're frustrated. You're frustrated.
Ooh,
you're frustrated. Not frustrated. You're frustrated. You're frustrated.
And then you're evil.
Yes.
Yeah. You. Yes. I promise, everything gets on your nerves, and you can feel the tension in your body.
Somebody's breathing. Somebody's chewing. Somebody's existence will irk the shit out of you for no apparent reason other than the fact that they literally exist.
Right. And they trying to figure out, like, what I do. You ain't do nothing. It's like
it's just because you're
do
here.
Anything. Right. No. It's you didn't do anything to me. It's the fact that you're not the one that I want doing something to me is a problem, because you ended it early and you set it on what you thought was, oh, he or she could be the one, not checking the box to make sure, because you didn't give your run to whole phase went over, that's still lingering on. So really you gotta, like a drug addict, you gotta decompress. I don't want to say decompose because you're dying, but you got to like I had, you got. Thank you. You got to detox. And that's some of the hardest shit to do, because you got to wean yourself off. And so this is, okay, let me get some people, because we pride ourselves on giving people tangible advice. If you find yourself, right, because like we talked earlier about, like, it's going to be the hottest summer ever. I promise you, people going to be outside naked. Like, and we ain't even talking about a nude beach. People just want to be outside so bad, interact with other people. It's not even funny, because people is on, locked down for the most part. Summer's here. People like, fuck that shit, pandemic or not, right? And then you're going to go through, a whole phase in 2021. Females going to be like, I don't care. Dudes is already like, I don't care. So do yourself a favor before you go all the way on the deep end and don't come back and but you want to come back. Here's how, right? When you stop doing something, you just can't stop cold turkey, right? I'm not saying not stop. I'm saying stop. But once you stop doing something, you got to replace it with something else. And that's why people keep going right back to whole phase, because they'll stop. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But their needs are not being met, and they'll fuck it, I'll try again next week, or I'll try again tomorrow, and they back to whole facing, right? No, if you're going to stop being promiscuous, then you have to replace that with something, right? You got to do other activities that is bringing, the essence of you, other fulfillment, right? It's not physical. You'll go through that physical angst of not having your needs met, but you're now feeding your intellect. You're now feeding your creativity. You're now feeding, your fellowship. You're now feeding, your relationship with God. There's so many things that you can do, but you can't stop doing it, right? And then go cold. No, you got to replace it, and you got to go overboard and replace it. And in doing so, it'll help you come down off of you not getting it on a regular basis. And now it's not running your life. Now it's not controlling your thoughts. Now you're able to make decisions not based on dick. You're able to, make decisions not based on, how freaky she can get. Now you can make decisions based upon what's best for you, and moving forward, instead of like, okay, I wonder how it's going to feel. I wonder how big it is. Right. So, it is what it is, man. That's just my one tangible piece of advice. People that's definitely going to overextend whole phase for the summer of 2021.
And I definitely feel like I'm in that phase of life. I think I'm more responsible.
What, you still in?
No, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely out of whole phase.
Sure?
I'm at yes, I'm
okay,
sure.
I'm sorry. I just asked. Don't be offended. I just, had to check. People want to know. They didn't know because you wasn't clear. So I had to ask.
I'm at the phase of life where I'm more responsible about sex. Like before Bay, I wasn't even having sex. I hadn't had sex in like months, like 3-4 months, maybe even longer. Because I'm just at that place where I'm more responsible about who I share myself with intimately and give intimacy to. And I'm at the phase of life where I want to be like, I can not have sex as much as I want to or think I want to, but because we have great intimacy, I will rather that than have sex, if that makes sense.
No, it does. But what's the difference?
Being intimate is the actual act of sex. It's the penetration. It's the, the actual fucking, like, okay. But to be able to lay in bed with somebody and be completely vulnerable, not about my day, but about me as Karen, me as not KK, not Thorny Chic, not bald-headed hoe shit in a relationship, none of that. But to be authentically who Karen is, to tell somebody, this is what I fear. This is what hurts me. I don't like this. I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the energy. I'm worried about the kids. To be completely honest with somebody too, and you've said this before, DK, on podcast, to be naked and not be naked. When Facts. I can be naked and not be naked, and you get it, and I'm not judged, and I don't feel any kind of way about it. Like, I just know I can just tell you whatever I'm going to think, and you be like, okay, I accept what you're saying. This is how, I think you should go about it. And then even sometimes when a man realizes that he ain't got to fix you, he just needs to listen to you. And he's just like, okay, I'm sorry you feel this way. I like to acknowledge that this is how I feel. But, to know that it's a K issue, it's a Karen issue, it's not a him issue. It's just this is the space I'm in. And just to have somebody acknowledge that, I'm like, oh, that's what real. I like for me, I'm in the space of, oh, this is what grown up relationships are. This is what y'all do. Oh,
yeah, but it takes work to get there. It takes work. It takes you being honest. It takes you shutting off that vow of, that
I
vow.
I turned the man off in my head. You mean that's what you're trying to say? Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. And I'm not only for you, for the people that's listening as well. You gotta shut some shit down. Like, and it's hard because the shit that you're shutting down feels good to you physically. And it's hard to be like, this is not what I want the totality of my life to be. Now, but if you do, cool. I'm not mad at you. Like, it's a choice, right? It's a choice that you want to make. But for the people that don't want to live their life on their backs, live their life on their knees, or live their life always looking for the high of the flesh, you know what I mean? There's so much more personally, and it's coming from a person, like I said, it's still a struggling sex addict. It's so much more to life, right? But you have to be open enough to receive what life what life is offering you. Because if you don't, you'll still be chasing, and you'll be that old dude in the club trying to be somebody's sugar daddy with a pension that's going to run out before your bottle of Viagra.
Say the blue pill definitely ain't going, outlast the money.
Yeah, no, it's not. You be looking like, what happened? And then you can I get a freebie, baby? I used to take care of you, being your sugar daddy, baby. I used to look out for you, baby. Can you just I'm gonna get you next time I'm going
when work. No.
As soon as I get that check from Walmart, because I'm gonna greet at Walmart now, baby. and Bama spending their Walmart greeter money on pussy. Like what?
Right. And that's the thing. It's like when you don't become responsible of how sex rules you and then what your needs are, then these are real life. I mean, it sounds funny, but that's somebody's real life. Like not being responsible about your sexual needs or how it rules you ends you up where your pension is gone and you giving your Walmart greeter check to some young floozy who listen, she might be as ill experienced as you are, who need about 5 minutes and don't even need the 15.
Facts. But once again, not being honest on where you at in life will have you making poor life decisions later on in life. That was a mouthful. Yeah, to say the least. So with that being said, you want to close us out?
For sure. It's your girls, that Thorny Chic, Karen KK Rose, alongside my co-host, the lovable asshole DK Walker. This is where we pass the baby off, where he packages it with a bow. The Daily Love Jones.
Yes. Yeah. Like we gotta, be paying homage to Morris Day, right? That's my dude. You know what I mean? He about tall as you. Y'all about the same skin color, by the way. Yeah, both of y'all translucent. Shout out to all the translucent people. Morris Day in the house. Anyway, I ain't gonna be deep. I ain't gonna try to be deep. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna attempt to.
Let me go deep. Sorry.
So this is where we at now. We interrupting when I'm doing the Daily Love. This is where we at. This will let me know.
You do it all during the podcast, it's fine.
But that's who I am as a person. You haven't everybody. Okay, you got a straight person, you got a funny man, right? So I thought we established that I'm the fake funny guy and you're the straight girl. Like if you want to do role reverse, let me know.
I can't even answer that right now. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just I'm open-minded, I'm here to please you. I'm here to make you happy. I want to smile on your face.
This is where we were going. As soon as role reversal came, I was like, here we go. It's going to be every sexual innuendo you can fit in 5 minutes.
I'm just, do the Love Jones. What you think this is? This is the Love Jones. I'm going out my way to please you. It's about you.
Okay, Maya, it's all about you.
I'm just, it's nothing. Just see the redness of your cheeks. This is what I live for.
This is what happens when we watch too much TikTok. Now I see red. This is the nature of life. See?
Right. Let you tell it. But look, all jokes aside, people, my co-host is one of a kind. Sex does many things to a person, right? But one thing sex shouldn't do is dominate your life. So sex actually strengthens, a relationship in all the positive ways, right? Sex also strengthens a relationship when it's nothing but sex that's connecting you, right? But at the end of the day, as much as we love to talk about sex, as much as we need sex, as much as we want sex, it can't and shouldn't be the dominating sole factor in your life, because there's so much more to you than, sex. And once you realize that, and no matter how good it is, I know it's hard to, once a person is talking your talk, you know what I mean? Having you walking funny on your walk of shame, right? On your walk of shame, having you walking funny, right? You gotta look past that, because after a while, it wears off. After a while, you can only go but so high, right? And that's what the other aspects of the relationship, plays a huge factor, as far as caring, understanding, being loving, being transparent. All those things get blurred because of great sex, right? And if you feel as though that, your life, is being blurred because you're basing it around how great the sex is, then you need to pull back, and cut your whole phase a little short. Right. Even if you've been exclusive with one person, I'm gonna let that, rock with a person. Even if you're being exclusive with one person, you may still need to cut your whole phase short, because you're still letting, sex keep you in a relationship where you may not being fulfilled as much as you like to be. You may not being loved and validated and thought of and considered on your terms, because sex has the beginning, the middle, and the end say on how you deal with that person. Right. So see sex for what it is something that we need, something that we want, but it is not to be getting all and in all. And I struggle to say that because I know what it is to have it lord over my life. I know what it is to wake up, be on the hunt, to go to sleep. And if I don't go to sleep until I have enough, notches on my belt for that day. I've been in that dark hole when, sex ran my life. But what I'm telling you, if you can control that beast, and that's what it is, it's a beast. If you're not careful, it can be, a beast that can't be tamed. But once you can control that beast and channel that energy into other productive things, your life will take on your life will take on new meaning. You like, wow, I could do ABC. I can do DEF. I can do all this stuff. You can, but you can't do it if you're, still in your whole phase, right? So long story short, realize what sex is to you. Don't give it more power than what's needed. You know what I mean? And you'll be better off for it.
Facts. It's your girls, that Thorny Chic, Karen KK Rose. I thank you guys for listening every week. Every week you rock with us heavy. Every week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. No matter where you are in the world, no matter on what platform you guys come in and show us mad love, and we try to give that right back. It's your girls, that Thorny Chic, Karen KK Rose, alongside my co-host, the Lovable Asshole, DK Walker. DK.
Yep.
Say to people, bye.
Peace out, people.
Peace.
This episode of the Love Is podcast has ended, but please be sure to subscribe for more great content on sex, entrepreneurship, life, love, and how to get through the BS of it all. And don't forget to rate and leave a review so we can continue to bring more of that thorny chick, Karen KK Rose, and, dare I say, the lovable a-hole, Mr. DK Walker. See you on the next podcast.